Are you thinking about moving or investing in the Brickell district in Miami, Florida? Welcome to the heart of Miami's vibrant Brickell neighborhood. Join us on an exciting journey as we explore the unparalleled lifestyle of living in one of Florida's most dynamic districts. From stunning high-rise residences to bustling streets lined with trendy cafes and boutiques, Brickell offers an urban oasis like no other. Get ready to immerse yourself in the energy, culture, and luxury that define this iconic Miami destination. Let's dive into the essence of Brickell. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything about living in Florida, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Florida. My name is Carlos Contento with Discover Living in Florida. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making the move to Florida. And we love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below so we can help you make a smooth move to Florida. We are in Brickell Avenue, and I'm going to show you the place where actually Brickell starts. That is just crossing the Miami River, and it's the division between downtown Miami and Brickell. So it is amazing in this part. This bridge opens whenever a big boat is passing through from the river to the bayside. And well, behind me you can see Brickell Avenue and the whole Brickell district. There is a monument of the Tequesta tribe, the tribe that lived in this part of the city. And behind me you can see the Miami River, you can see the yachts, you can see also the bay. So this is where downtown Miami and Brickell is like divided. So behind me is downtown Miami, and on the other side you can see the Brickell district. And also there's another development behind me that is called Baccarat Residences, luxury residences from $1.3 million. And there's a few residences left in that development at this time, but this is what I wanted to show you: the river, the bridge. And if you come to Miami, visit here the bridge, visit the river. You can rent a boat and go through the river and go to the bay, and it's a pretty cool plan. So well, this is Miami. Another cool place to be here in the Brickell district is this is like a tiny little park just on the side of the Presbyterian Church that is on Brickell Avenue and 5th Street. And it is pretty calm, pretty nice within here in the city. And there are many places like this here in the Brickell area and in downtown Miami, where you can maybe go and take a walk your dog, ride a bicycle, or just enjoy a little bit of nature. So, how cool is this place? Here there are some food trucks, so people can enjoy lunch right here in the middle of the city. It's a very calm area, so you can come and get distracted like by nature. And the other cool thing is that here behind me there's an island. It's man-made. It's not a natural island. That is called Brickell Key. So it's like a neighborhood within Brickell, and it's a private. It has like security and has a gate, and only the residences or people that maybe work inside the island can go through. And there is, for example, the Mandarin Oriental. There's a new development coming of the Mandarin Oriental. It's going to be a huge luxury building just on the other side of the island. You can see the bridge that connects Brickell, the district, with the Brickell Key. And the other side you can see downtown Miami. So it's a very nice, quiet place to just come and take a walk or grab a bite and enjoy like the ocean and nature. We are in the Brickell City Center, that is outdoor shopping mall in the middle, in the heart of downtown Miami, in the Brickell area, that is practically a neighborhood of downtown Miami and the city of Miami, next to the bay. And we are at Miami Avenue at this time and 8th Street, and this is where this famous shopping mall is located. And it was built in 2014 by a company that is Swire, and Swire is one of the biggest builders that has been building and developing Brickell for years. They're the ones that developed and made the Brickell Key Island, that is a man-made island, and the majority of the buildings there were built by Swire Properties. They also have a hotel, and they have 2 residential towers at this point, at this location in Brickell City Center, and it has more than 500,000 square foot of commercial space. So here you can find restaurants like Casa Tua, like Technology, and designer stores like Chanel, Louis Vuitton. And you can also find designer stores like Chanel and Hugo Boss. So it is amazing. It's an amazing space to gather around and to walk, to enjoy the outdoor. It doesn't matter if it is in the winter or during the summer. It is always packed full of people coming to this spot in the heart of Brickell. And it was something that this city needed for many years, and it was like a spot to have everything in one place. Before this Brickell City Center was built, people had to go outside of downtown Miami to the south or to the north or to the west. This is Brickell, and we are walking on South Miami Avenue. I'm walking towards the south of the neighborhood, and well, Brickell was established at the end of the 19th century, and it was called the Millionaires Road here in Miami. And at the beginning of the 20th century, there were some rich folks that happened to move into this place, into Brickell. And there was a house on Brickell Avenue that was owned by William and Mary Brickell. And since they were one of the wealthiest families at that time, and also they were one of the first residents of this area, the area got the name after them. So that's it. That's why this area is called Brickell. And there is actually this place that is also a shopping mall that is called Mary Brickell Village. So this is another place where you can find shopping, where you can find bars, restaurants, and many things to do. Also an open concept, and is Mary Brickell Village, and also is just steps from the Brickell City Center behind me. Many buildings, of course, and many developers have always been here developing in this area, as it's one of the most important financial districts. Now, Brickell is for people that like the city lifestyle. Everything is within walking distance: restaurants, bars, grocery stores. So everything, well, you don't need, well, if you live in Brickell and you work in Brickell, you don't need the car as often, and you also have good public transportation. Here in Brickell, you have the Metro Mover, that is like a high little train with wheels. It looks like a tram with wheels, and that one connects you between Brickell and downtown Miami, and it's free, so you can go and to downtown Miami and back, and it has plenty of stops. The other one is the Metro Rail, that is a train that connects downtown Miami with the south to Pinecrest, that is called Pinecrest in the south. And there you can find Dateline Mall. It connects also the downtown Miami, the central station of Miami. That is a new train station where you can take the Bright Line, that is the fast train that you can take it up to Orlando, and it has also stops in Aventura, in Fort Lauderdale, in all the way to Tampa. So it's going to connect like South Florida with Central Florida. That metro rail also connects Miami with the Miami International Airport. So if you live here in Brickell and you arrive at the Miami International Airport, you just take the metro rail at the station, and you can arrive to the Bright Lane station, and from there you can take the metro mover and get all the way here to Brickell. And of course, there's also the bus lines. There are many bus lines here in Brickell that connects with downtown Miami, that connects with Aventura, to the south to Kendall and Pinecrest. Well, you don't need the car all the time. And the other important factor to consider here is traffic. Traffic is very, very heavy. Of course, there are rush hours between 7 and 9:30 in the morning, and between 5 and 7 in the afternoon. But always, when you are crossing from Brickell to downtown Miami, and you are on Brickell Avenue and you're gonna take that bridge, it is always with traffic, no matter the time of the day. And getting out of Brickell sometimes is it takes a little long, and if you're going to downtown Miami by car, it's going to take more time than if you take the metro mover or another way of transportation. So that's something that to have in mind living here in Brickell. But the good thing is that you have everything. You have everything within a walking distance. If you want to go to the gym, if you work here and your office is here in Brickell, well, it's really nice. There's a bunch of restaurants. There are countless restaurants here in the area, even a Michelin star restaurant here. So it is a very nice place to live, and a very nice area if you like the city lifestyle. So it's very, very windy today. This is Brickell Bay, and it's the same Biscayne Bay, but of course in this point, in this area, it is called Brickell Bay. And you have behind me is Brickell Key, that is an island that is connected by that bridge, the Rickenbacker Causeway, and it connects the mainland, Miami, with Key Biscayne. It is a very nice area, as you can see. You have the bay. You have some buildings. The first buildings that were built in this area are precisely at this point. These buildings are from the 60s and 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they were like the first buildings here in the Brickell area. They have fantastic views, and of course, here in Brickell, the other thing that you have to consider is that most of the buildings and of course the new developments, they don't really have direct views to the bay because of there are many buildings. And some of them are very, very close to others, like in New York City. So there are you can find maybe places like this, maybe in older buildings, if you like nice views. Well, there are more recent also buildings where you maybe can find views, but of course Here, the other thing that you have to know is that the view is gonna cost, and it's gonna cost a lot. So that is one important thing to consider. From here, well, behind me, you can see the port of Miami, where the cruise ships. And the other side is going to be Coconut Grove. To the east is going to be Key Biscayne. At this time, there are more than 800 listings of used condos here in the Brickell area. And of course, from buildings built in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000 and plus. Well, you can find from studios to 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, up to 7 bedrooms, from 272,000 up to more than $30 million. It's amazing. So you have a wide range of properties, a lot of buildings, of course. What you have to consider here is first the age of the building, because that is going to determine how much the condo association could cost. The older the building, the insurance tends to be higher. And also, of course, there are some buildings, and there was a law that passed in 2020, a Florida law, that all the condo buildings now have to have reserves, and those reserves for engineer inspections, and also any repair that has to be done to the building. And most of the older buildings, they tend not to have those reserves in place. So many of them are asking special assessments at this time. So you have to be aware of that and be careful about that, because if you have a high condo fee, monthly condo fee, plus a special assessment, you're gonna end up like paying like a second mortgage on the property. So newer buildings, they tend to have more reserves. They're like more organized. New developments, of course, they have to implement the law, the new rule, and at closing, the building will have the reserves. And of course, the price of the condo fee also has to do with the building itself. If it is a luxury building, or if it is a building that has many amenities, the more amenities, the more the cost. So you have to have that into consideration. There are pretty nice buildings here in Brickell, where you can find different things. So it's about what you want to have, what you're looking for in the sense of amenities. And from that, well, you can start looking up for the buildings that best suits to your needs. So that is very important to have into consideration.